Party all night is the best of the best, best friend weekend. We can party all night is the best of the best, best friend weekend. We can party all night. Shout out the whole podcast crew. Everybody already know what it do. When you really gotta kill it, ain't nobody gonna feel it. When you really gotta tell them it's my crew, it's best friend weekend. We can party all night. We got Ross moving, Lowe's, Rumble, Aldo, Nice is the uncle.
Phase 1 is upon us. And no, I'm not talking about the uncle's latest project. But if you're not in tune, man, you need to tap in and just, check it out. It's pretty dope. I can't lie. I'm talking about, Phase 1 of the post-corona shakeback of the American society. And with this just brings me to my next point. I'm kind of paranoid, because naturally people already been out here with no mask on, still having the barbecue in the front yard with the fun jumps, congregating 30 deep like this wasn't a pandemic. So, naturally going forward, I'm still going to be on ice, like I said prior, for at least 1 to 2 months, meaning no barbershop, no big powwows, just really out the way, bruh. Because I'm pretty sure this ain't going to unfold as smoothly as the government leads us to think, and local government, you dig? So I just hope y'all be safe out there and realize, even though they're saying it's kind of safe, it's really not safe.
I say, whoa, welcome to the Best Friend Weekend Podcast. It's your man Aldo Nice.
It's your boy Raj Move.
It's your boy Los, a.k.a. CAP.
Hey, man, he said that it's not smooth out there. So I thought that was shots fired, Raj. What you think?
That's all good. I don't mind. I don't mind being the second bird that's going for a stone, or the second stone that's going for a bird. It's all good.
whatever that means. He sent. I don't think we got specific Rona talk this week. So a couple of things, but I don't know if I'm gonna play the music or not. But that's the general sentiment of everyone, pretty much, that people rushing back out there, fun jumps, the whole nine. They doing a lot.
I think the problem, especially women flooded to hair and nail shops. It was they was giving away free money in that thing, bro. For everybody, feet and hands was hurting. Next thing you know, as soon as they opened up out here Friday, everybody came with them coffins and them little pointy daddies. You know what I mean? Came back with they fresh pedicure and manicures. I mean, for me, I'm just gonna relax and make sure I'm social distant from those type of people, bro. I can't be around you if you going out there doing all that, because it's still in the air. Them little, what Roma said, them little sediments, the remnants, they ain't fell yet. So, and then, they opened up Seaside back open.
Man, I saw that last week. I was about to tell you. Everybody was running the Seaside. I said, I'm relaxing. It's a lot going on, man. It's a lot in these streets. And people want you to run out and do everything. Because I get it. Even the people who dislike Trump and dislike the administration and don't feel like that's right, a lot of these people we got the one class of people that we know who are making their bags off of stuff like this. They promote clubs. They own small businesses. So they rushing to get back out. And then we got the other class of people we know who I'm bored at the house. I can't just sit around and enjoy my own company. I got to get out there. And it's a perfect storm for people to get back out there. Black, white, yellow, green. Yeah. People is in these streets. What is it looking like in Denver right now, Raj?
I mean, I think, I guess I don't really have nowhere to compare it to, but it's slow. Everything's closed down. In fact, just riding through, so funny enough, I went to the furniture store today. So the furniture store isn't open back up, and there's a couple of places that they're starting to consider essential again. It's just, I think it's slow and people wearing masks religiously. I done started wearing a mask loosely.
I feel like this pandemic is moving slowly across the country, because I feel like the things we were doing a month ago, y'all just starting to do over there. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, maybe just right.
No, it's more so about me. I don't want you to judge the entire state on me. People been wearing masks. I just started one, you know what I mean? Cause I just never really was that paranoid. But you start to dig and you start to read and And I just actually read that, China opened back up more than we did.
Mm-hmm.
And they just had to order 11 million new tests because of another little cluster of outbreaks. So, and then, watching, like, you even watch, like they're talking about opening up sports and all kind of stuff again. And shout out to the UFC for giving me something to watch last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think it's crazy that even, in the eyes of all of that, they had to cancel a fight because, the entire camp got it. So they had to cancel a whole fight for that.
I think that's what they don't realize about opening up NFL and NBA is that's going to be a whole entire organization. You know what I mean? Because you got to realize how close everybody is together. You're in the same building, touching everything. All this contact sports. Sweat on towels. All that stuff going to spread quickly, and you really look up, and then your entire organization, got that corona, and then now your family got it. I just think everybody just got to sit down and relax, man. It spreads too quickly.
It's corona.
Yeah.
Like, no, the thing about corona that makes it such a thing is that it's so easily transferable.
Mm-hmm.
It's worse than a common cold. It's worse than a flu in how easy you could catch it.
And the other problem is you don't know you got it. You could have it and not know. I think for me, that's even scarier because you can pass it along to buku people that way.
They had a documentary on Netflix. If you haven't already seen it, it's called Corona Explained. It's real quick. It's like 45 minutes. And they have like this decision matrix. I'm calling it decision matrix. It could have another name where it has like on one axis, it's like how deadly it is. And on the other axis, it's how easily transferable it is, or maybe gestation period. I don't remember what the two axes were, but it was like that's judging how bad a pandemic is. If it's something that takes a long time before you know you got it and it's super deadly, then it's like higher on the list. Or if it's like, it's kind of like, it's like an XY axis, and it's like certain ones, like the common cold is really close to the axis, real close to the origin, because you got it real quick and it's not super deadly. So it's like on the bottom left. But the ones like AIDS are like, it takes you forever before you know you got it.
Yeah. And
it's like higher on the list. Well, HIV, that it's higher on the list. And then like the ones way high were like things like the Black Plague and the stuff like that, back like medieval type plagues. Yeah. But Corona was like solid on that thing because it was like, you don't know you got it for a while and it's deadly. So, it's just it's an interesting kind of thing to think about.
But just to touch on that, just to touch on that XY axis, the one thing that was eye opening to me is a disease like that can't be too deadly because then it would be too recognizable.
That's perfect.
So like Ebola,
exactly.
Right? Ebola was one of the things that was on there, and it was like
the
reason why Ebola can't be. Yeah. So I think I even mentioned it on the podcast one day. Okay. But Ebola can't be like a worldwide pandemic because it's so recognizable. If somebody got Ebola, their face start to deteriorate and all kind of crazy stuff.
Bleeding
whatever was going on
and shit.
Yeah, like you could tell, and it was gonna die quick, so it didn't have enough time to replicate. It's as far as like a Goldilocks zone, it's like a perfect zone for a pandemic. That's where COVID-19 was. Like it was not deadly enough to where it could affect a bunch of people and not just kill off people quick, but also contagious enough to move from person to person, and unrecognizable. Like you couldn't recognize it
and kill people as well.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it take its time and it's kill people. Like that's a bad boy. I mean, yeah, we in the house for a reason. Don't ever think we're not in the house for a reason.
Oh, come on now, because we definitely enjoy moving and shaking.
Most people don't see it, but I mean, it is what it is, man. Rumble, you're speaking facts.
Big facts.
Stay in the house, people.
Yeah.
We're gonna say it at the top of this podcast. And kind of influence you guys to do that and keep with your social distancing and keep doing safe things.
Shout out to the uncle. Dropped that phase 1 right off the top.
Yeah, he said.
Shout out to my boy the uncle.
He said not to be confused with it. Yeah, phase 1. You should listen to it. It's a classic.
Huh?
You know what I mean? The phase 1.
Look down, one hand on my glasses.
one hand on my glasses.
My guy.
Hey man, y'all check that thing out, man. Let me let y'all know a couple things that burned my boot at this week. I ain't got a lot this week. It's been a good week. I've been working hard. I ain't been worried about things that burn my boot at, man. So the 2 things that I have that burn my boot at. The first one is when people post videos on social media and they start the video with their mask on, and as soon as they hit play, they pull their mask down, then they start talking. That shit burned my booty, bro. I don't need the dramatic effect, bro.
They just want you to know they was being safe and they wasn't going.
It's like rolling up your
at the
sleeves.
beginning.
So if every video you had to do, Raj, a nigga started his video, then he unbuttoned his buttons real slow and started rolling up his sleeves, and every video he did the same thing, how would you feel about that?
I mean, I just think that would be that man's, like that's what he
Signature.
that's what he do. Yeah,
That's
his
his
signature move.
So
Yeah.
so you think that pulling down the mask can be your signature move? I feel like everybody is doing that in every little
I mean, I also think I think that there's like there's something about somebody seeing something and thinking that it's the way to do it. Like I just think that that's just how it worked. Like somebody saw somebody do it, and then 10 people did it, and then 20 people did it, then 1,000 people did. You know what I mean? Like it's just I don't know. I didn't fell into one of them laws before where I just thought that was what we was doing.
So I was supposed to start this thing like, "Ooh, welcome to the best friend weekend." Each one of us do it. Let's start again without masks. We'll say, "Whoa, welcome to the best friend weekend podcast." It's your man Aldo. Nice.
It's your boy Raj because I don't wear masks.
Oh, it's your boy Los, aka CMP.
That's how we need to do it. We need to do it for them boys who pull out their mask, man. Hey, it burns my booty. And the only other thing that burns my booty this week is people, and this is right up your alley, Raj. People who eat non-frosted Pop-Tarts. Burn my booty.
Oh, wow.
They make regular. I know they make them with no frost.
It's like eating non-Honey Nut Cheerios, just regular Cheerios.
Regular Cheerios. Yeah, that's weird, man. I don't even like I don't know why they make that. Like that's like Pop-Tarts ain't good for you anyway, so you might as well get that frosted daddy. Like there's no reason. You know what I'm saying?
I say Pop-Tarts not good for you anyway. Like
They're
Pop-Tarts
not,
is like Pop-Tarts is like fried chicken or something.
It's not that bad.
It can't be that bad, huh?
Cause they be feeding them things to them children at school. So
Man, they feed all
They gotta
kind
go
of
by
bad
a
stuff
gu-
to
they gotta go
to
by a
children in
guideline.
school.
no,
No, you gotta feed kids healthy stuff.
It
That's
don't taste
part of-
good.
Michelle Obama
This isn't
turned the
true.
world on top. Yeah.
It just
So
don't taste
pizza,
good.
pizza is a vegetable.
They don't be giving pizza to them children at school. That might be in the a la
No,
carte.
and if they do, it be wheat.
It be pizza.
Yeah, it be
Pizza.
disgusting. And it be dry. Ain't no cheese. Hard some cheese on there. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I mean, Pop-Tarts
Space
not good
food.
for you, bro. Like that's just the way it is. It's not. It's just sugar. Like it's just a bunch of sugar. So if you got sugar frosting, what's the point? You might as well just add a little bit more sugar.
Now
to
if
it.
you get strawberry, yeah,
Sugar.
strawberries.
Man,
Well, that's-
sugar, water, red.
Well, that leads to my next question. In the Pop-Tart game, I was over there by Jay Harry recently, and he had a whole box of the cinnamon Pop-Tarts just sitting on the table. And somebody mentioned it was like, bruh, you eat cinnamon Pop-Tarts? What are you, a child? And then we all started laughing. I was like, bruh, I be having cinnamon Pop-Tarts at my house. What's your Pop-Tart of choice? Go 1, 2, 3. Rank them 1, 2, 3. Raj, I'm gonna let you start. I know you are a breakfast connoisseur.
Cinnamon sugar is number one. Frosted with the brown, the mocha daddy.
The mocha daddy,
Smooth.
melanin daddy on the front.
Yeah, that nice skin daddy.
Brown Pop-Tart Company.
Yeah. And then the next one is s'mores.
Oh.
And then lastly, cherry.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Los,
I
where you
only
going?
got one cinnamon. I don't like the fruit feel. I don't like nothing with that in there. Just cinnamon.
Okay. I go cinnamon number 1 as well. I go chocolate daddy number 2. I eat the chocolate daddy. S'mores a little intense for me. And number 3, I go with that old frosted strawberry, not that cherry.
Okay.
Well, you know what? I'm lying. It is the cherry that I like better.
The cherry.
It is the cherry. Cherry's number 3.
To me, cherry's better than strawberry.
Have you ever went to somebody else and they had that blueberry daddy sitting around?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, once you get to like, if you'd have asked me my four would have been all of them.
Because they all
All of the rest of them. Because they all similar, you know?
Yeah. But you gotta have that cinnamon is.
Yeah, that's the
By
one
far.
I've been able to tolerate. I couldn't mess with the rest of it. I was like, I'm cool on this.
How many?
The way that I
Pop-Tarts
feel
you
about
would
that
eat in a
cinnamon
sitting?
one?
Just 2.
Well,
The way that I feel about that cinnamon one is like, it's dry, right? Like it's super dry. But once your mouth start to water and get that flavor involved, that's when it get real. So I feel like you got to kind of work hard for that cinnamon one. The rest of them just sweet, like they're just good for no reason. But that
you're right, it's too sweet.
Got a little
cinnamon go very hard with milk too. So that's probably why I'm a big fan. Like I could just give me some little milk, my cinnamon daddy, and I'd be ready to go. Hey man, look, you know, I feel like that was one of the foods of choice growing up as a country youth out there in Louisiana. And I was thinking about one of the guys who's our age, who's from Louisiana as well, and the week, month, year he's been having, and he just continues to be on a roll, and that's BOOSIEBADAZZ. That's me. That guy.
That nigga that retarded. That boy's foolish. Like sometimes you got to stop, dog. For real. Like you just certain stuff you just can't say. You can say it out loud, just not on live. Like
I feel like Boosie is making a real play, and I want y'all to think about this before. Like we midway through through May, so like 5.5 months into the year, Boosie is making a play for being top 10 of 2020.
Oh yeah,
like strong top 5 of 2020 when this year is all said and done.
Without a doubt,
Boosie up there.
Right.
I don't know if he made any. He might have made 1 or 2 covers for us so far, but Boosie up there. And the thing he did this week, he said he he was obviously high and on live like always. Yeah. And he on there talking about I got my son and my little nephew dick sucked, 12 years old.
Yeah,
I'm training them boys right. Ask in there my nephew. Ask in them. Ask my son. Yeah. They were 12, 13. They got hit. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah. Hell yeah, I got my fucking son dick sucked. You fucking right. Yes, a grown woman. Grown, super grown. Super grown. Checked his ass out. Checked all my nephews out. Super grown. Is she grown? She checked me out. I know what the fuck she did to them. She checked me out, that bitch. I'm getting them prepared, man. I'm training them boys.
Yeah. 12-year-olds checked him out.
Yeah.
She checked him out.
She was grown.
She grown. She didn't check me out, so I know what she did to them.
I was like, you can't say that, man.
And all of a sudden, the comments was coming in before he even finished that 1-minute rant with, that's rape. You are rape. That is rape, Bootsy. And Boosie. I don't know. Why do I always say it wrong? Why y'all always say I say it wrong?
I don't know. You always put a T in it. It's funny.
So y'all say Boosie?
Boosie.
No, I don't put a Z in it. Why you gotta go so far left?
Boosie.
You say Boosie every time.
Like Boosie Collins, I guess.
That's what you always want to tell me.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess I've always been saying Boosie since that man was Lil Boosie. Lil Boosie. That sounds stupid. Okay.
It's not boozy. It's not like I'm drunk.
No.
But dude that's always drunk.
Boosie.
Hey, I feel like I'm in my college speech class, and they gave us this list of words we had to say, and they made I was like I couldn't say X for nothing. Like ask somebody a question, I had to think about it. Ask and not X. Yeah. So
I'm definitely asking people.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
I think it's more along the lines of like
I don't know.
More along the lines of wheat thins. You have that issue going on.
I guess so. But Raj, what are your thoughts on Badass Syndicate, Trill ENT, Boosie, talking about fuck that, I'm calling that nigga what I call him. Mama call him Boosie, I'm gonna call him Boosie. About Torres Hatch getting his little sons that dome at like 13 years old.
So from a adult perspective, I'm like, man, that's wild, you know, like you don't do that, you know. I don't know why, but you just don't do that, you know, like that's not something that's cool. But if I was 12, 13, 14 years old and my daddy got them, you know what I'm saying? Like I might not have as much problems with it. Like I'm just saying, like I just think that children Like children that age might perceive Boosie as a cool father, but me looking at Boosie, you know, around the same ages, I'm just saying, bro, that's you should have grown up a long time ago, man. That's not cool.
Yeah, I think, you know, growing up in Louisiana, I think a lot of older cats used to do that. You know, if my brother would do that for me, I definitely would have been grateful. I was my daddy. But you just certain things you just can't say, man. You know what I mean? Like, I think at this point, you know, Boosie's still getting money, I guess, but I think he hurting his money in a way where he's going to work for life. Like, he's going to do shows for life. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Boosie's going to be able to get in places, especially with some of the stuff he's saying that he need to get that money where he can sit back and chill.
Do you think that he cares?
No, I know he don't.
So I guess, go ahead.
No, what I was that's a perfect question because not only does he not care, but I don't think he has to. If Boosie was a professional athlete, he would instantly no longer be a professional athlete. Or if he was a professional,
right.
like
That's true.
He'd be suspended,
yeah, like if he had a regular job, you know, like if Boosie was an educator, like he would no longer be an educator.
Still, like, to even diversify his portfolio into a lot better stuff than he got going now, he's still gonna be just a regular, you know, decently rich nigga.
Let me take it a step back. Okay, so certain people take that route in music, like the Puff Daddies and even the T.I. and certain people that they take that particular route. Rick Ross, where I want to go mainstream and I want to do this and I want to whatever. And, you know, like Rick Ross when he was with Pepsi and he said, put Molly all in the shampoo. She ain't even know it. Took her home and enjoyed that.
And Reebok, yeah.
And he lost endorsements based upon it. I mean, Boosie got Boosie chips. I mean, what, they going to pull him out of...
Oh, well,
They're going to pull him out of his... And I mean, that's not even for him. He didn't even create that. Like, they're going to pull that out of Walmart or whatever, maybe. But at the big...
They in Walmart?
Yeah, I saw him in Walmart last week.
Master P making that money.
So I guess my bigger thought is that I don't think he has to care. I agree with Raj, and I just think that he's got kind of one of those routes, like kind of Lil Wayne to the same way. Well, Lil Wayne don't really think about it. What Wayne really?
But Lil Wayne made way more money.
But what is he? What else Wayne be like? What kind of endorse? Oh, like skateboard peoples and stuff.
Yeah, that Beats by he had his own clothing line. Well, Boosie did have Jewel House.
I'm just saying, like,
Wayne got his own liquor, like a real one that people actually drink.
Boosie got liquor.
We
was drinking that. We had it at
that was he bought that for just because it was funny. That's the only reason he bought that, and that shit was disgusting.
Relax. So I guess I'm coming full circle to say this. I think that he doesn't really care. It's not really that important to him, and I think that for his target audience of people who listen to his music and live and die by him and say Boo Pop and Boosie the greatest, and like that's who we want. They don't care. The niggas and bitches who listen to Boosie gonna say that nigga real. And if you think about like his year, it started with like the D-Wade talking about D-Wade's son. Not his. What he said?
Come on, man. Not his dick, man.
Not his dick.
Don't cut his dick off, bro.
Don't cut the man penis off, man.
Like,
come on, man.
That's classic.
Come
that
on,
might
man.
be more class. That is on par with anything that Webby has ever said. That is hilarious.
That is a
you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about and I feel you. I think that they both retarded for real. You know, like they both savages. Like in real life. But I don't think that I think Webby was getting a little bit too mainstream at one point in time and started wilding out at that point. Boosie to me kind of is mainstream independently.
Can I tell you
why?
Boosie
mainstream on his own page.
Can I tell you why you don't remember? The reason is because of the murder charge and going to jail and shit. Mm-hmm. Like when 106 in Park and all that was popping, Webby was still out in these streets. Boosie was locked up. Like Boosie couldn't eat off of that same fame. When he came back out, it was like Zoom, and he had videos and shit. But that's right when the 106 in Park era was coming to an end, when the music video shit was coming to an end. So Boosie was an underground rap star. Then he was like on hot music in Louisiana, but he never. I can't remember Boosie being on TV like that. Like on.
No, me neither. I don't think Boosie ever. Maybe he did, but it wasn't as mainstream as Webby. Mm-hmm. Webby made it to the promised land, if you will.
Yeah, he was at music. He was at BET Awards and stuff like that.
I think Boosie was at a couple of. I think
he probably was.
They performed, but I think you're right. Webby was on his way. Until he told that girl,
I got a big dick. I got a big dick. Webby. Nah, I mean, that's classic. He said, my little nigga a little fat. That's my little nigga. Like, yeah, like Webby got classics.
Yeah.
Webby got classics. Boosie is catching him up quick this year.
Yeah.
So he had the D-Wade stuff. And then he had, like, there's 2 or 3 other things that's slipping my mind right now that he said over the last.
Put your
There's
pussy
the George
on live, I
Zimmerman
give you
stuff
$1,000.
about something with George Zimmerman.
Go kill
that
George Zimmerman, and we'll give you some money. And Los, what you said again?
Put your pussy lips on live, I give you $1,000.
Put your pussy lips on live. That was like, this is all since the Rona. So now he coming with this one, which is what's crazy about this is that he said it before. I went and Google it. They said Boosie has said this before, that I give my son some head, and that 10, 12 year olds, that's when they like sex, and I don't mind him getting some head and blah, blah, blah. And then it was a big backlash, and he came out right afterwards and said, I just be saying stuff on live just to be clowning, like, don't take me too serious. So I feel like he could just fall back on that same logic.
He not high enough where to really mess him over.
I just be saying stuff on live. Y'all don't worry about me.
I'm actually just like, it's funny. So Boosie been wilding. I didn't know how long Boosie been wilding for like that. But in 2017, Boosie's son was 14 years old when he posted this on Instagram. It said, "Happy G Day at Tootie Raw." That's his son. Love you, son, with all my heart. Love, Pops. See you tomorrow. Got a bag for you and a bad bitch to give you some head. You already know how I do it, Tootsie Raw. The mixtape dropping October 1st.
So yeah, I mean, this is 3 years, damn near 3 years ago. Like, yeah, that's what that man do.
I just want to know, what young lady,
grown woman,
go give a little 13?
Listen, I got this. Y'all don't remember on the Wayne documentary, Raj, one of our favorite things? A little nervous, 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 a little nervous. That, the Carter 3 documentary, funniest shit ever. But Wayne said it. He had a little twist in there.
Yeah.
And he was like,
I should do you like baby did me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's like, I was about 12 years old. What she told me? She said, he said, baby told her,
hey,
go in there and suck Lil Wayne little dick.
Yeah.
Go in there and suck Lil Wayne little dick. And she raped me. and I liked it. Like, so Wayne talking about baby did that fun.
Yeah.
Fuck, what you call it? Jermaine Dupri said, did that supposedly for Bow Wow. Puffy and Usher. Like, all these stories been coming out for years that people do it. I mean,
you're a nasty little chick.
It's not the most uncommon thing. For a father and a son, it's a little bit more uncommon than like an older protege, like your brother or your big uncle or something. Mm-hmm. That's a little different. Yeah. But for your father, it might be a little weird flex, especially with Boosie say he getting head from the same chick. But I mean, you know, he was on live today talking about betting Michael Blackson 20 racks. That he got a nastier chick than him, and he said he gonna have a fucking horse in the front yard. So Boosie, like, that nigga just.
Hey, that was funny. I saw that.
And then Blackson said, "I'm gonna get a." Blackson said, "I'm gonna get a lion."
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a lion to come smash in my front yard. Tiger King.
First he said that's not even legal, is it?
Right? He said they're gonna deport me.
Yeah, that's not even legal, is it?
Yeah, so I don't know. I just think coming up where we come up, being young black men, being from a certain time, that's not as taboo as you would think for somebody to be like, man, going like you like me enough, go in there and do that for my little people, whatever. It's not that uncommon. It's just something that Boosie should probably stay away from saying on social media.
Maybe
and I agree with that he should stop saying that, but he also should stop doing that too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Part,
like, I mean, let's be real about it.
All of that.
So Raj, so if I think his comment of it's okay for my son to get some dome is way more tolerable than I'm gonna go set it up for him.
Yes.
Right? No, I mean, not from a grown woman. Like, if your son, I mean, you know, nobody want to think about that. Like, that's cool. I think, you know, let me tell you how I felt. So I done hung out with some dudes in the hood recently, like very recently, and he was upset. The dude was upset that his son had smashed something, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, the son was around like freshman age.
Oh, I
remember.
And he was upset.
You
telling me this story. Yeah, I remember this.
Huh?
I think
right, and I'm like, dang, I thought Because honestly, like you
like,
said,
you a
it's not
hood dude.
uncommon for you to hear that.
Yeah.
I would imagine boys, like especially Boosie, would be dapping him up, like, no, you pull, you know, like you did that. That's cool. I respect you more now. But in actuality, like I think I respect someone that's an adult and want their children to learn. You know, like I guess the right way. Like whenever you're old enough to learn that kind of stuff. And I don't think 12 and 13 is that.
Well, I think the thing about it too, though, he knows as well as once you get that first little piece, boy, hey, you're messing around and do anything for that second, third, fourth, fifth. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It becomes something different. Now, that's all you thinking about. That's all your head is. You become unfocused. And I think, you know, he's probably smart to understand that at that age, you know, that boy probably about to fall off the wagon now because all he want to do is
I'm a zoom, and a boom, boom.
That's all he want to do now. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, you're a young man. Your hormones raging. You know what I'm saying? And he keep trying to make classics.
So you think, and I'm just going to throw this out there. Do y'all think that he's saying this at this time kind of as being the, for lack of a better word, the anti-Dwayne Wade? Like he kind of shot up to a little bit more level of notoriety for saying that about D Wade and his son, daughter, that, you know, maybe he's sitting over there like, you know what? Nah, I want my son to be hyper masculine. So this is the type of thing this is how I raise mine. That's how you raise yours, but this is how I raise mine. Not to say it's right,
yeah,
because none of us think it's right. But do you think that might be some of the?
I think it's some of that, and too, you know, he got a reality show out too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he got a reality show coming out too. So I think maybe a lot of them. Now I just thought about it.
I thought that shit came on Instagram Live. If nothing.
No, he's supposed to have one like a ink deal and everything.
Oh.
But now you said that, I thought about the reality show. Maybe that is what he doing. Just out here, just talking, trying to get everybody to follow Boosie. Because I remember he said on the thing, he said, "Y'all want to see me act a fool?
Yeah.
All right, I'm act a fool then." So you know, he might be hyping that thing up. So you know, he can go get that big bag and watch him and his wild ass family. Him just say wild off the cuff shit.
I think yes, to a certain degree. I think it could be that.
A lot of this.
I think that they got certain people that sit around at their house and get enraged about certain things, and it seemed like Boosie was very enraged to hear how open Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union was about they child and the decisions that they was making. And I think maybe this did manifest from that, and maybe he did say, well, but cool, if y'all could promote transgender and all of this stuff, then I could promote my son getting some head. And I'm not, like you said, I'm not saying that that's right, but I'm saying that I didn't think about it before, but it is completely possible that he's just sitting at his house and you're like, all right, cool. Well, if that's the play, well, we could just kind of do whatever we want.
I don't even think that that's a conscious thought. It might just be something that in the back of his mind, I'm the anti-D Wade. I'm not nothing like him. Like
I ain't gonna raise my kid like that.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna show you how we raise our kids type thing.
Well, I'm saying it might be conscious. Like I get it that it might not be, but it might be.
So man, look, switching topics a little bit, but staying on music, man. I was this weekend they had an Erykah Badu versus Jill Scott battle. And from what I heard, everybody was kind of like chiming in, like, man, this shit's still going on. Like it was hours and hours and hours and hours. And all I kept thinking was, man, that's like Jason, like my homeboy. This podcast brought to you by Jay Harry. Like he used to say, that was for them hoes, man. Like no disrespect. I use the word hoes, so it's kind of disrespectful.
It's a lot of disrespect.
But,
very disrespectful.
The views.
Yeah, the views expressed by y'all though. But no, I thought it was definitely for females. It wasn't for guys. Because I don't know a lot of guys who tuned in. What do you think? Y'all didn't even know it was happening.
I knew it was happening.
I'm looking. It was funny. I'm like, I got it pulled up right now, and it actually lasted for 2 hours, 43 minutes, and 10 seconds.
That's a lot of sage.
And so I checked out a little bit of it. Somebody sent it to me because I'll be missing all of these live battles. So somebody sent it to me. It was like, you need to get in here. You need to check this out. Like they doing their thing. So I looked at it for a little while. And I know some Erykah Badu songs, but I don't know. I know like 1, maybe 2 Jill Scott songs.
So
the crazy thing is I feel like Jill Scott and Erykah Badu gonna play songs that they want you to hear. Like
2 hours and 43 minutes.
Call Tyrone.
You know what I mean? 2 hours and 43 minutes. I feel like that's for diehard fans who know all of their stuff. And absolutely. I think that women have a tendency to listen to R&B music of women that they like and listen to the album front to back.
Mhm.
So they probably know all them songs. Like
Yeah.
I know the
Mhm.
popular songs for like "Say Yes" from Floetry, I guess.
Mhm.
And is that Jill Scott? No, that's not even Jill Scott. I'm fucking tripping. That's
See
not
what
even the
I'm
right people.
It's
not even the right people. I don't think. What are you doing? That's not Jill Scott.
I don't know.
You're perpetuating my foolishness.
Yes. For me, I just think it was a lot of black soap and raw shea butter. You know, I'm with it though. A lot of sage burning that night. You know, I'm with all of that. It was cool. I'm sure it was nice. I guess I'll go check it out on YouTube when I get stream the board and get ready to go to sleep tonight.
Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah, just put it on YouTube on my TV.
Okay, so Jill Scott, let's take a long walk around the park after dark. Find a place where we can make conversation, verbal elation, stimulation.
She been
You know who used to listen to Jill Scott all the time? That boy, this podcast brought to you by Dre Hype. He used to sit in his room at his computer table. I don't mean to out you like this, but it used to be funny. When I used to live with that boy, he'd sit up Indian style on his on a laptop, like on a chair, like an office chair, and he'd be sitting Indian style, picking at his feet, listening to Jill Scott all morning. And I used to be like, "What?
How you sit Indian style?"
I don't know. I guess I'm not gonna say what I was about to say because I would have to pause it before I said it. But like,
Okay.
yeah, he has his legs probably moving a certain type of way that there it is. But yeah, I don't know how Jill Scott. I'm looking at all this. I don't know how Jill Scott got all of that. All of them. Marsha Ambrosius is Floetry, and damn, that's a damn shame that I got them confused by that much. Big girls, huh?
You said it, not me.
Big girls. What was the one? Jennifer Hudson. I start singing Jennifer Hudson shit. Just start singing all of them, huh?
Well, that's formal. They don't have thick girls.
Y'all ever heard that Monique album?
That you get.
What is the voice of that Monique album?
Yeah, it's called They Don't Want to Pay Me.
It's called Hey Loves. Be Blessed Loves. All that other stuff, man. Hey, but did the wave pass of like these battles?
No.
You think they still like that? You think that it's just this weekend is gonna be another one?
Yeah, Nelly versus Ludacris is this weekend.
See, me and Lowe's been trying to put this, and I saw a bunch of people saying Nelly, man, you should have put Ludacris against Wayne or somebody because Nelly can't mess with. I'm like, we did this on Live at 5.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Nelly got hits. Nelly gonna.
Oh, yeah,
Nelly
no.
gonna
He
beat
tried to
up.
say Bow. What you said? Was it Bow Wow?
It was Bow Wow. We did Bow Wow versus
Come on,
Nelly.
you tripping? He thought for sure. Then he started looking at Nelly hits. He like, okay.
Yeah. I didn't want it no more. But I did. We made a rule though, Raj. We brought the number of songs down to 3, and once we brought the number of songs down to 3, I was able to be a lot more competitive with random people.
Mhm.
Like I beat 2 Chainz with Webby.
Yeah,
Just off top 3 songs.
3 songs.
But like,
And I didn't know all 2 Chainz songs either. So
you wasn't gonna get it though. You wasn't gonna get it because Webby top 3 go with
everything we came up on in love.
Yeah, so
2 Chainz ain't come out until the stuff we wanted to hear
I'm
until
right around that
2010.
So they got a Trick Daddy versus Trina battle that they try to put together.
I don't wanna
and
hear
I
that.
was like,
I'm
who
good.
the fuck cares?
Did you hear about Trina? What's My Neck My Back? Kaya.
Oh no, stop it.
Kaya said she got 248 songs for Trina.
Stop it.
I just couldn't see them sitting like female rappers. Honestly, rappers. I couldn't see any rappers sitting down being civil when they talking about like who better and like because I feel
because you don't talk.
Yeah,
you just playing your song.
But I don't know.
You ain't got NBA YoungBoy and
That's my point in Kodak.
yeah, you ain't got them verse. You got them boys older and more mature. They
Okay,
hang
so
out.
you said old people. This got to be an older crowd.
You can't have NBA YoungBoy
But
against nobody.
I can't see Lil Kim versus Foxy Brown because they be on there like, thinking I'm the baddest. You know what I'm saying? They be animated
If they
and shit.
cool now, it might be all right. I would like to see her and Nicki do it.
I don't think that Nicki would be.
No, Nicki be throwing shots. You
That's
wanna
what
see
I'm
the
saying.
same
I don't think any of them female rappers together are gonna be civil.
That's my point. And I didn't want it to just be female rappers because I
You
think
just
that
made it.
rappers in general, like you could pick rappers, like you could say Common versus Lupe Fiasco, and it'll
Okay.
probably be Talib Kweli.
Name me 2
versus
that'll be
Mos
a
Def.
problem. Name
I would
me
like
2.
to see Mos Def versus Common. That shit would be dope.
That would be kind of cool.
But
2 that'll give a problem. Other than the people we already know.
who, women?
No, dudes. Rappers.
That would give a problem. I feel like a lot of rappers.
Anybody against Boosie, it'd be wild.
It'd be wild. because they changed the whole tenor. Like, okay, so Fabulous again. Yeah, that I guess
It's gonna be cool.
It would be cool. But that we talking about rappers our age. I guess anybody over 30 should be fine. That's what we think.
Yeah, I mean, who's under 30 that we listen to?
Yeah,
I mean, give me if we're gonna do like, I think you got to go heavy on Atlanta. So give me T.I. versus Jeezy. Like I would love that one.
Yeah, Jeezy would eat his face.
I don't, man. T.I. got hits though. I mean, I feel like he got more recognizable hits.
I definitely believe
It
that.
depends on how many songs.
But that's how I feel. That's how I feel about Nelly and Ludacris. I feel like Ludacris just got bangers, you know, like literally bangers.
Yeah.
When Nelly got some, you know, like he gonna have to play, and it's all in my head. I think over and over.
No, but the thing is, like we did,
that's not gonna bump the same.
No, but I'm saying once, like you be forgetting, give me two purrs.
Yeah, you be
I don't forget none of that. I'm a Nelly fan. Like I like Nelly. I would pick. I can't choose between the two. But if I'm leaning anyway, it's Nelly. But I just know that Luda gonna come with that Cadillac grills, Cadillac. Check out the oil, my Cadillac spiel, like all shit like that. That's gonna just bump.
It's a perfect matchup because them two came out like my freshman year in college.
Same
I remember
time.
they that was like. I remember I want to lick you from your head to your toes, and I want to move to the bed down to the floor.
Yeah.
That came out freshman year when he was in that, and then down baby, yo street in the Range Rover, street sweeper baby, cock ready to let it go. And I was like, okay, both them boys gonna be here for a while. 20 years later, you know what I mean? Them boys, you know,
Well, they still out here. They ain't alive.
yeah, they not
Nelly
making,
not here.
but they got 10 years worth of classics.
True.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nelly got like
Hot
7.
fellatio, hot jalapenos, hotter when I'm in yo mouth. No, you don't remember that?
Ludacris was funny.
Yeah, Ludacris was funny.
It was funny.
Please stay off the TIP of my dear.
He killed him on that one though.
But if they had it, what if they had it battle that man? He just played that.
No, what if they had a
How about Lil Flip versus T.I. in battle? That's what we need.
Lil Flip don't want to see that.
No way. No.
Lil Flip don't want to see that.
This is the way we bow.
And we like the floss. All my diamonds cost.
If rappers gonna battle, they need a freestyle. That's what I'm saying. That need to be part of their battle.
Like one.
Yeah, play your songs, but then they gotta have a session where y'all
1 minute, 2 minutes.
Yeah, intermission.
Well, you know, boys gonna write that anyway.
It don't matter. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with like Meek Mill writing some stuff and against somebody else because Meek could go. Like Meek could rap.
Yeah, rap.
I would.
Who would Meek? 2 Chainz said he wanted to go against Meek.
Meek. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Because I don't know if Meek got hits like that outside the intro. Like nobody in the. Like I heard somebody say this before. Ain't nobody ever went to the DJ and said put that Meek on except for intro. Like that man ain't got no another song.
You know what? I never thought.
Well, I mean, I like Church. Church is my jam. Like,
yeah.
But
Maybe because we know he can
You
rap.
got a couple of. I mean, you got some stuff.
yeah, but we thinking like big picture. That we'll see.
No, I mean, I honestly think when it comes down to it, if we talking about recognizable hits, I think, of course, 2 Chainz has more recognizable stuff. But I mean, you know, in a battle, when you putting out your like, you know, your stuff, like I think Meek could turn some heads. You know.
Well, then too, you know, we from the South too, so I think that plays. The East Coast might think it's a landslide with me,
right?
Because some song we think,
East Coast might think
they think
Papoose
that's
could
fire.
beat Bootsy. I'm
Memphis
telling you,
Bleak.
they might Memphis Bleak. Oh yeah. Oh y'all what? Oh y'all got
Yo, son,
y'all got
washed
Slim
him.
Thug. We got Freeway.
Wash him, son. Wash him, son. Word to my mother.
Bootsy and Webby, Chrissy Neef. And them boys will really be at their house talking about on guard B.
Yeah.
And they just
Not for nothing. Not for nothing, though.
Stop it, man. I got another battle I want to see this weekend. I want to see Folgers or Community versus the Black Coffee Company. So 5 young Xavier alumni have come together to create the Black Coffee Company, man. Y'all visit theblackcoffeecompany.com to check out their art, apparel, and definitely their coffee. With 5 unique blends of Colombian, Brazilian, Ethiopian, and Peruvian coffees, these brothers are giving you some of the best Java from around the globe and some food for thought as well. These fellas aren't only distributing quality coffee, they preach the major tenets of entrepreneurship, financial freedom, and community empowerment. The whole movement is dope, but don't take my word for it. Visit theblackcoffeecompany.com and see what all the fuss is about. The Black Coffee Company. Coffee for the culture.
Ooh. I'm taking the Black Coffee Company, me. You know why? Because they black and they're company.
Hey, say less. And they're good company. No, one more music story.
They don't
That's
mind
out
having
there.
me for company.
We was just talking about Meek. Bring it back to Meek. Meek been beefing with 6ix9ine this week, man.
Oh, yeah. Last
And
couple of weeks.
for the last couple of months.
Actually,
really.
yeah, I'm about to say for a while, they've been going back and forth.
I just think it's hilarious that Meek is like, he's losing horribly on social media. I think that, like, as far as knowing and being better at social media, Tekashi 6ix9ine could be a rat all day. He's so much better than Meek.
Oh, my God.
Like, Meek went straight to the real nigga shit, like, a rat killed Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
Like what? Like what? That's what y'all y'all quick to forget. And then this is exactly what Tekashi said. He said, you live your whole life trying to be a real nigga and try to shit on a kid like me. For a rat to come home and make more numbers than you, I'd be mad too. If a rat came home that way, the way I came home and did more numbers than me, I'd be mad. You got every reason to be mad. And you know how many people was watching him when he was saying that? 2 million people on live broke the record for views in a 24-hour period. And then he came back to say, and Meek said something else to him, and he went into his comments and commented on his picture on Insta and said, imagine having a newborn baby and you worried about a rainbow hair Mexican kid. Like he's so much better at social media and trolling.
That's what he does better than anybody.
Like,
and I think the thing about him, what makes him, he comfortable with that. Like, he made the decision, I read it, yeah, sure did. And he ran down wild in his live as well. He's like, them boys tried to kill me. They was stealing buku money from me. They was knocking off my baby mama. Where was their loyalty? They wasn't loyal to me. So if I'm in there, and I don't say that I don't rat, and I stay down, keep my mouth shut, I'm in there, you think they ain't gonna try to kill me on the outside? So, I was like, man, that boy made a whole bunch of sense right there.
I remember when I first found out who Tekashi 6ix9ine was, it was a Sports Center post about the WNBA. It was like the 10-year anniversary or 15-year anniversary of Lisa Leslie doing that first dunk in WNBA. Rod, you know what I'm talking about. Maybe 20-year anniversary. And under the comments, I didn't even know who it was. He put so I'm in bed eating cereal. Like something to be like, and nigga, like, so what? And when I clicked on it, it had like 80,000 likes. And I was like, why the hell does that have 80? It's funny. I was like, it's funny that he's like, yeah, and I'm in bed eating cereal. Like, who cares about a WNBA highlight? And I just thought that was hilarious. And I was like, oh, he just be saying little stuff. Okay.
I don't know if you ever got in an argument with a little child, but that's pretty much what's going on right now. Like, you can't win.
Yes, it happens often, actually.
Well, no, I'm not saying this ever happened to me, but I've just seen it happen. You can't win. The little child just
they know
be
every
like,
goddamn thing.
Right? They know everything, and they just don't like you. You're not gonna like logic them to death. Like, they're not gonna be like, oh, I see what you're saying.
They don't care.
That's essentially what's going on. That man will never give up. Like, I feel like if Tekashi came through with some logic, Meek Mill would be like, I bet. Like, I feel like legitimately, like, that could happen. He'd be like, man, look, this is why I do this. You know,
well, no,
this really how it went down.
You didn't see his live video then, Raj, because he was hitting it with that logic.
Oh, that's what he was talking about.
Was he really?
Being a rat.
Yeah, he was saying, I'm a rat, but I got Los. Run it one more time for him.
No, he was saying what he was telling them. What he like, look, why would I be faithful to them? Why would I be loyal to them when they tried to kill me when I was out? Took my money, was taking buku money from him, knocked his baby mama off, was taking jewelry, doing all this stuff. He said, if I would have kept my mouth shut, you think they weren't gonna try to kill me while I was in there? He said, so they weren't loyal to me. Why would I be loyal to them?
Yeah, and like he was just basically saying that. I mean, I'm ready, but yeah, because they was trying to kill me. Yeah. Like what? Like you wouldn't do that?
They
like
had kidnapped that boy. He said even on they had phone calls and them talking about trying to set up how he was gonna kill him.
He started off with like, I was just a kid making music, and they told me come hang with them so they could get some more clout and some more money and some more shit going. I started hanging with them, and I got into some shit that was over my head. But then they was trying to kill me. What I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna tell. So
basically, Meek Mill just like legitimately lost all the way around. Lost logically, and he lost.
Meek Mill had to learn to stay out of beef. Like just live, Meek Mill. It's not. We don't need you. He took that Martin Luther King, the Meek Luther King stuff, a little too serious.
Way too serious.
Like you got to sit down. We really don't expect for you to speak on stuff like that. If that man a rat,
and it's such a weird thing to try to speak on if you're trying to be like mainstream. Why are you gonna keep like you don't hear nobody talking about, oh, you a rat? unless you're supposed to be some uber hood individual.
But my mom's telling, keep that between you and your homeboys. You don't have to come out and say that, because it's your track record for beefing with folks and going back and forth. It's bad. I've never seen a Meek Mill come out and be like, "Oh, that was a good one," ever. So I just think sometimes you got to learn your place.
Not even a song, a comeback has never been good.
Yeah, that's true.
He's never retorted well at the beginning, but then Tekashi all in the news because he tried to give $200,000 to the No Kid Hungry program,
and people said nah,
and they said nah, all money not good money. We don't want it,
which is disrespectful,
yeah,
and stupid.
Well,
that's stupid.
I'm not gonna say it's stupid because there got a lot of people who got morals who say I'm not gonna just all money ain't good money and I'm not gonna take money from, like, you didn't see movies where I'm not gonna take your drug money.
But his ain't drug money though. Boy, getting legal money.
Yeah, fair enough.
That boy wasn't selling no drugs. He was out there putting some play. He was a part of it. That boy ain't selling no dope. Come on now.
They want them children to go hungry, and then they got little white kids making making YouTube videos talking about why he a snitch, getting like hundreds of thousands of views, which is hilarious. Little 8 to 10-year-old white boys sitting in the room like, yeah, so he's a snitch. You gotta love it. That's who running hip hop these days.
Young white kids
on social media,
on TikTok,
because social media is the thing, man. Look, let me talk about another little social media piece real quick. The CEO of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, said this week that opening the offices of Twitter will be our decision. When and if our employees come back will be theirs. Employees can work from home forever.
It is Twitter.
That's crazy, bro.
All you gotta do is make sure everybody got decent Wi-Fi, and you can't work at Twitter and not have a computer.
No, you can have a phone.
Nah, you gotta have a computer.
What if you're a tester?
They got ways you can do that.
They said that, this is a thought I have. If we could all work from home right now and it's effective, then why couldn't we keep doing it?
Why should we ever go back
or
to work?
Would we do it? What are your thoughts on that, Raj? Like, big picture.
No, I mean, yeah, I enjoyed the work scene, you know? Mm-hmm. So if you ask me would I do it, yeah, I'd be back at work today if I could. But I also, you know, there's a couple of higher ups that I got to speak with at my company, and it was like, you know, I don't really know how this is going to look on the other side of things, because we invested so much in materials for people to work at home and processes and whatnot and software for people to be able to work from home. That, you know, maybe we leave some people at home as well.
Get their money
like, so it doesn't shock me to hear that Twitter's doing the same thing, because legitimately you could work from home at an online business. Like, there's no Twitter gift store or something like that somebody got to be at. Like, I can run pretty much everything from my house, and that might be smart.
I mean, I think the productivity in this time is very important. Like, if you're able to maintain the same level of productivity in your job that you were able to do otherwise, then I think that there's going to be a school of thought that you can continue to do it this way. If your productivity dipped over this time, whatever your business is, whatever organization you're with,
they're trying to hurry your ass back.
Exactly.
They're trying to hurry you back on that simple fact that,
I mean, if you was a teacher and you was like, I got my online classes, and you had it like tight grilled,
and they were
to where the kids was coming, and you had all this interactive stuff, and they was learning stuff, and they was getting all of this other, like, I don't see any rational person who would be like, well, that's no good.
Yeah.
But I do. So I think in education, they would be like, no, you need to come back because we need you here because whatever.
Yeah.
Because they would never allow it to happen because it's too transformative. It's too much of a next level. But by that same token, I feel like if a teacher went ham and did it like that, then they could just set up their own, like, okay, no, I'm just about to start my own online school, and people who homeschool, people who do all kind of stuff would be like, bet. I'll send them to your school because your shit is dope.
Pay a little fee.
I think when you look at high school or, like, you know, elementary school and stuff like that, kind of can't work logistically from, you know, parents got to go to work and whatnot. Maybe, I don't know.
High school and elementary school? I think
in middle school.
No, I think absolutely. I don't even think. I know a pivotal part of K-12 education, especially K through 8, is childcare. So you're right about that. There is a childcare daycare component to it. You're absolutely right.
But
about
college.
That. But yeah,
so I'm going to college. Like, there may be It wouldn't surprise
I've been
me
saying this
if
for
there
like 2
is a
months.
college, a major institution in America that just never goes back to school.
The overhead, like parking and everything else that goes along with like having students in the dorms and maintaining facilities and all the rest of that. If you could cut out like most of that, why wouldn't you? I mean, they're gonna see how the University of Phoenix and all these other places been doing it for all these years, and they're gonna peer down the number of people on campus.
I think they've been taking the University of Phoenix stuff for a while. You know, they've definitely been nitpicking and you know using their models for even online classes that you know students who might attend the school go. You know, what I'm saying a lot of kids are in the dorms but don't go to class, have online classes.
You online? I'm online with my classes. I'm sorry.
Walking to classes
So
and reading.
I don't know if y'all
classics.
heard about this today. The largest school system or college school system is California, the California State.
Mhm.
They actually
whole
just
fall.
announced that their entire system is going to be online in the fall semester.
Yep.
So no sports, you know, like nothing. Anything that happens in the fall is going to be online.
Yeah, that's like Cal's private, right? Like UCLA, maybe
Fresno
like
State.
San Luis Obispo, like all of the Cal State. Yeah, that's
USC.
huge. Not USC at private school.
At private school?
USC at private school. Now Cal, I could be wrong. Stanford's a private school, and so is USC. I don't know if Berkeley is. I'd have to.
You sound private. Park.
Berkeley.
Like a private park.
Or some shoes that you wear. I got them Berkeleys.
Ooh, watch out, that's my Berkeley.
Oh, a fire little dude who used to be fat and then got a little slimmer, used to hit some threes and play for their sons. Charles Berkeley.
Oops, my bad, I burped.
A Berkeley bag. Hey, so something I saw this week, just a quick change. I was thinking about Twitter and I'm thinking about different things on my iPhone. So grab your iPhone right quick. I want to do a social experiment. So what I want y'all to do is, and listeners, you can do the same. I want you to click on settings. If you got Android, you can fast forward a couple of seconds because we're not talking to you. Then next I want you to hit screen time. And then click see all activity. So it should be pulled up by the week. And it's telling you your average, and it's telling you like some interesting things like the most used, total screen time, your daily average pickups, and your notifications. I just think this is interesting. I got down a rabbit hole and ended up here the other day. And I'm just curious, what are your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Because it shows 7, I think, first.
Most used?
Your 7 most used apps, and how much time are you on each? Los, I'm going to let you start first.
Ooh, Instagram.
How long is that?
Hour, 10 minutes. Google, 38 minutes. YouTube, 30 minutes. Twitter, 28. Phone, 24.
Oh,
Messages,
this ain't no. And you say what? Phone 24 and what else?
Phone 24. Messages, 20.
I've been on my phone this week. Because I think...
But I think Los, you got to change it. So
I want to go back to last week. I want to go back to last week. Did you change it
to week or is it still on day?
Oh. YouTube,
because I know you
8 hours.
So cue up. Nah, I ain't gonna do it.
Nah, he gonna play him. He tried to play him.
Shut up. Like either one of y'all. YouTube 8 hours.
It felt so right.
Instagram 4. This right here. The week.
Yeah, the week. Yours was on week, not day. Oh, okay. So go back again. So week.
YouTube 8 hours. Instagram 4 hours. Wow. Netflix 2.5. Yeah, 2.5 hours. Messages 2 hours. Phone 2 hours. DirecTV 1 hour.
Oh.
And Zoom.
And Zoom? And Zoom, how many minutes?
Hour.
An hour? Okay, so I play a little app. It's that wrestling. And that thing is like 10 hours. I be on it way too much. Don't listen to me. Don't worry about it.
What kind of app is that?
I'm sure. Just don't even like. It's a game. It's like Candy Crush. Don't worry about it. I do what I do with my time. I do with my time. But number 2 is Instagram 2 hours, Facebook 2 hours, like 2 hours and 5 minutes, not alone. Safari 1 hour and 34, Messages 1 hour and 19, Pornhub.com 1 hour and 1 minute, and phone 47 minutes. Raj, what you got? What's your top 7?
That's very, very funny. So I got Instagram 5 hours 9 minutes, Safari Safari 3 hours 21 minutes. Messages 2 hours 22 minutes. Facebook 2 hours 20 minutes. 2048, which don't judge me. That's a little game I like.
You like
An hour and 23 minutes. I thought everybody had a little game. I'm so excited to know that you got a little game. Los, where's your little game?
I
Oh, you
got
be on
home skating. I
YouTube
was
for
on
8
10
hours
minutes
during the
last
week.
though.
WhatsApp, Google.com, Bleacher Report, phone, standard stuff.
Yeah, like Domino's is only like 10 minutes for me. Fish Brain, I was on it a lot last week.
Yeah.
What's crazy is I said this in a text group and somebody responded. He was like, me too. And the boy had X videos for 2 hours. I hate the fact that they out us on porn. Why wouldn't that just be under Safari? Why would it go to Pornhub.com? Like telling me exactly what's
That's disrespectful.
that is
Which one you use.
No,
Exactly which
you must
one
be
you
typing
use.
in every time you go.
I got the little go
It's
to
already
there.
pulled up.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What is your pickups, your average number of pickups? Scroll down. How many times do you pick up your phone a day? Like that means like you put your facial recognition and get on it.
651.
No. Not this week.
God
Last week.
damn.
No way. Average, motherfucker.
I'm talking
93.
93. Okay.
Mine is 93 as well.
Oh, average. They said
Yeah,
so.
mine's 93 as well. What's yours, right?
138.
Oh, you be on that phone. Boy, I be on that phone. My daily average, if you scroll all the way back to the top, daily average screen time is 6 hours and 2 minutes last week.
7 hours.
And it tells you like games, 10 hours and 45 minutes, social networking, 5 hours and 54 minutes.
Creativity, social networking,
And other
entertainment,
one.
creativity.
Mm-hmm. I just think it's interesting to just kind of look at what you be doing on your phone. I guess I never thought about it. And it's going to make me more conscious going forward of like when I'm on the phone and how much time I'm on it.
Or how long you on Pornhub? You like,
How long I'm on Pornhub in the game, dog.
You been on it 10 hours.
I was on the game 7 minutes today. See, it's way down. Facebook 36, 24, Instagram. I need to keep that down. Pornhub 13 today. God, it is 13 minutes.
Well, got him a little quickie.
Now look, quickly, Nickly. No, hold up, man. Look at this. What does it say? Now cue up that music for nothing nice to say.
You know, they say if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
Nothing nice to say, but Al don't nice.
Ain't nothing nice. You hear me?
Yeah, so let's talk about this week. They dropped the tape. I mean, you knew they would drop the tapes. Now they dropped the tape. They found the footage of Ahmaud Arbery walking in an abandoned house, looking around and walking through it for a few minutes. You know what I'm saying? Of course they dropped the tape. They wanted you to see him doing something that's technically illegal, but not hurting anyone, so that we could be okay with them racists killing him. They want you to know all of the rules of a citizen's arrest and understand that in Georgia, trespassing is a felony and you can arrest someone if you see them committing a felony using a citizen's arrest and you can physically restrain them. They want you to see the tape, know the rules, and understand why it's okay to kill black men. Okay, blatant and secretive racists, we get it. You don't think our lives matter. So once again, I say, as last week, fuck you. Sincerely. No, sincerely, fuck you. And before Ahmaud's case can have any resolution, here we go again. I've been seeing stories all week about Breonna Taylor. The actual headline I saw said this: Black woman shot and killed after Kentucky police entered her home as she slept, her family says. And this was an NBC article. Of course I clicked on it. And I read it and I was outraged. Of course. Cops come to your house when they don't have a warrant, break down the door, and after they're shot at, they return fire indiscriminately and shoot at 8 times. You know, I immediately got Botham Jean and a Tatiana Jefferson vibes off top. And I was super, super drove. But then I read some more. Like we always say on this podcast, this is Roger's favorite thing to do. It's easy to get information, and you got to read the information for yourself. You can't just read the headline. It seems that her boyfriend, Kenneth Taylor, was the one who was busting at the police. And they had a reason to believe he was connected to some dope slanging and was actually at the house to arrest him. That kind of changes the narrative. They saw that they were picking up Amazon boxes at his door that had like not Amazon boxes, but boxes at his door that potentially had that dope and bringing them back. They saw his car at the dope house for like weeks. Like they was there to pick him up. But before I go any further, I'll just say this. We don't have all the facts on this one. But the headlines like that are provocative on purpose, and they want us to be in an uproar over the shooting. They want black people out here like wilding in these streets. I'm upset though. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I have a Black Lives Matter tat, but I'm not unreasonable. And the media doesn't always have to purposefully rile us up over police shootings that might very well be, dare I say it, justified? Because I ain't got nothing nice to say about half-ass information and why we keep reposting it before reading it all. So I won't say nothing at all.
Yeah. I saw the same thing, and even I came and read it today, and like I read like with those, I like to read them the updated version. Because stuff like that, the way they put out everything was kind of vague. And they still, even in that one article I read it 3 hours ago, it was still different. At one point, they just say this. At one point, like they said, though, they had a restaurant for a no-knock 10 miles away. Then they wasn't the right house. The house was 10 miles away from the house. That wasn't the right house. And then a couple paragraphs later, they said, oh, well, they got surveillance on packages come there, and her car registered to Breonna Taylor being at the trap house, the dope house, and around whatever other suspects. So, I mean, so they said they had a warrant for that. So it just so much different stuff in there. Then they said while her boyfriend Kenneth Walker called 911 before he started busting. So I don't know, man. Stuff like this you gotta wait. Gotta wait to be mad on. I'm sad that lady had to die, because the way it's looking, is that Kendra had that dope, and they were coming to get him.
That's
when
the
she
way
took
it was
the
looking.
bullets.
That's what it's looking like.
That's what it's looking like.
I mean, and the crazy shit is, when we think about the Ahmaud thing, at least the Ahmaud Arbery thing, we did have like 2 months for them to get the information out.
Mm-hmm.
But it's crazy that the video of him in the house only came out after everybody found out about it. Now they had to come up with a narrative of, oh no, this is what he was doing. This is what was going on. I actually watched a documentary on Mike Brown the other day. It was on either Showtime or HBO. That shit was good.
It was great.
And it was like talking about how the police painted the narrative that he robbed the liquor store.
He did.
But he didn't. Like, he didn't. And that's like the major narrative, that he strong-arm robbery the liquor store.
That's the first thing they put out.
That's the first thing they put out. And if you watch that documentary, it's crazy. He went in there a couple hours before, walked up to the counter. It was like the little Hindu dudes it's the Arab dudes who run in the liquor store. He went over there. He tossed a nickel bag behind. Them boys grabbed the dope. They smelled it. They passed it around. They all smelled the dope. That boy had like a box of cigarillos. They gave him for the dope. Mm-hmm. He said he put him down, and I guess they didn't fit in his backpack or something, so he gave him back and then was like, all right, I'm going to holler at y'all like tomorrow. Yeah, you can't see what he's saying, but he gave it back to him. He came back the next morning to get the box of cigarillos, and like the day crew didn't know that the night crew, vice versa, so they wouldn't give him his stuff. So he got mad and knocked over like a little thing with some like chips, like one of them displays. But he didn't steal anything because he wasn't over there. Like, he was coming back to get the stuff that belonged to him. And then they was like, nah, strong arm robbery. Mm-hmm. That's why we shot him and killed him in Ferguson. So I understand the idea of a narrative switching. So I'm not going to say that I know exactly what happened with Kenneth Taylor or Breonna Taylor or Kenneth Walker. I can't say that I know it for a fact. I just know that I want to know a little bit more information before we all say that that's what happened here, because it sounds like they got a lot of evidence that boy was in the dope game and they was over there to pick him up, and he started busting at the police. Yeah. So if you start busting at the police, with they plain clothes or whatever, if they got a reason to be there, and they shoot back and kill your old lady, they probably gonna charge him
maybe for that murder. I think that the thing I'm so confused about is that I don't understand how he was the one busting and ain't get hit.
Yeah, like, that nigga was like Matrix.
They shot her 5 times,
8 times,
8 times. I mean, yeah. How she didn't get hit at all? And even with the Mike Brown case, the problem with putting that narrative out there is you even scare the police. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They still human. Every policeman ain't tough. You know what I mean? He got a badge and a gun, but they don't make you tough. You still don't, you still see a big old black dude or a bigger black guy than you. And if you haven't been around black people, you don't know, how different people are, or you're not even trained that well to know that. So, you scaring the police as well. So, I mean, that putting that bad narrative out there is very, 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 very bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's not cool at all, buddy.
Raj, got any thoughts?
It's a classic.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty, apparent how I feel about you. Nothing nice to say. I mean, I do agree with the whole innocent until proven guilty thing on everybody, but I think it's got to work for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think that you should be quick. I don't think that anybody should be quick to like throw innocent until proven guilty at somebody that, I don't know. I guess it just got to work both ways.
Yeah.
And more so, I was harping on that video of Arbery in the house, and I was just thinking about myself. Like if I was taking a run, if I lived in if I lived in New Iberia, Louisiana, and I was on a little back street taking a jog, and it's like, I don't know, a random day, and I see a house that's being built, but ain't nobody there. Like maybe I might go check that thing out.
It's
possible.
What I'm saying?
Like,
do they have a pool in the backyard?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I might go just see. I mean, I'm just opening my eyes. Like, oh damn, like let me come and see. Like I remember my mom like always being like, ooh, that house gonna be big. Like just passing by a house that's under construction. So if I'm running by a house and I'm like, let me check out and see what they got going on in here. It ain't built yet, so I'm not like breaking in. I just want to kind of see how this look. I ain't never had the opportunity to see a house being built. Like that's not something that I've seen. So let me see how this look. Oh, okay, cool. I'm out, and I didn't break no laws. That's not a reason for somebody to shoot and kill me because somebody saw me at a construction site.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think if it wasn't is it your construction site?
Well, they say they got most information coming out that they had like they knew him, like they had accused him of doing something before. Like there's a whole bunch of shit gonna come.
How the police deal with it, man? Why are you trying to don't kill the man?
That part.
I'm not here promoting nobody doing wrong. If he did something illegal, let him get his consequences. So
which should be prosecution, not murder.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's a lot going on. They had that other case a couple weeks ago with the dude. He was on Instagram Live, on Facebook Live, talking about, "Oh, come get my stupid ass, boy, I'm out here."
Shit.
Then he got out of the car and ran from the cops, and they killed him. And then the cops was crass assholes talking about, "Oh, it's gonna be a closed casket," like saying shit like that. They shouldn't say that. However, I can't just be running to, oh, this dude is running from the police in his car and gets out and runs. And I think they might even say he had a pistol with him. I don't remember.
I don't remember him.
Maybe he didn't have a pistol with him. Maybe he didn't. That's possible.
I just remember seeing him running.
I know he said he tased him. Like, they was like, oh, they tased me. Whatever it was, like, there's not enough evidence to know what happened there.
And I think he's stupid as hell too now. Like sometimes like that right there, you like, dog, just surrender,
stop.
man.
Like the chase in Houston, just stop.
Come on now.
I'm happy that boy didn't get out the car wilding and got his ass murdered.
I'm so thankful, dog. Oh, that's the last thing I want to see, that boy getting murked on TV, on Channel 13.
Regular TV.
Channel 13.
You don't even need cable to watch that boy.
Shut your country ass up.
That motherfucker.
That was so funny.
That was the funniest shit I've heard.
Why can't you call your baby?
I was just so impressed with his knowledge of the streets.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Raj, if you watch this video, it's hilarious. My boy like, oh, he busts a left on Fondren.
Yeah.
Okay, he on he turning on Belford. Oh, that boy he on MLK, them boys off that K. And he was saying it before it popped up on the screen. And
right there by that Popeye right there on Cullen.
That's my mom, me and my T lady, her car broke down right
there
here.
in that parking lot. He just went through there.
You know what I mean? Like, dude was narrating the whole chase.
Was this like some kind of like Instagram video or something? Or?
It's Facebook Live.
Dog, it's hilarious.
He Facebook Live and the chase was a 27-minute video. Like the chase, the dude was going. He was like, "Boy, don't get on 16. You don't know they got construction over there,
and they got a wreck, boy. Oh, they gonna get him.
They gonna get him.
Oh, you know what? That boy from that K. He from MLK.
No, he said he from that Dub.
Yeah, he don't.
All he swanging, swang on him, swang on him.
He said he's scared to go.
Because at first I was like. Well, I know how fun Best Friend Weekend in Houston was, and I was like, dang, I don't remember Chase about to get murked. I didn't see Chase about to get murked.
Yeah,
that's really what I was just thinking about. I'm like,
that.
dang. So I'm like, I'm running through my head. I'm looking in my pictures and my albums. I'm looking at my screen time, trying to figure out when CNH almost got murked in Houston. You know,
it's screen time. What's wrong with him? This is why we don't like you.
That brother is retarded, man.
He kept calling his little son country. Sit your little country ass down so I can watch this shit. Anyway, hey man, listen, like be on the lookout for some cool shit. We got some cool shit dropping this week, next week. So be ready for some visuals to go with everything else that we giving you. But look, we're not giving you no loud pack. We ain't giving you no hour and a half like we've been doing it. We streamlining. We protective of our art today. So
essential parts.
Essential. You know what I'm saying? So until next time, y'all have a great weekend. Make it a Best Friend Weekend. And we out.
Hey, don't tell me nah. Pull down your drawers. Don't take no calls. Pussy what you saw, you could have it all and hit it raw. I don't call it moving fast. Now come fuck me in the ass. Your dick brighten up my day like a camera on flash. Frustrated I'm not the one that you want. We only be fucking like once every month. Why am I stuck on you? I must be drunk. When I got niggas tricking like you got pumped. But I picked you to be my boy. So can I bounce on your face like boing, boing? The dick hard every time I'm around it. Once he see me, I swear it won't go out like it's grounded.
Like it's COVID.
And then I heard thunder. You know when you hear thunder, that's a big assault rifle.
Ooh, that boy from the B.
Hey, that was funny.
That nigga went. He was on all kind of shit. Mario the comic reposted him. Everybody was reposting
that. Was funny. That boy gonna have a bio.
That's my neighborhood, Los.
For real?
Yeah.
They be shooting by your mama house.
You know when your mama move out. I mean, you know when shit, whatever. It was on motherfucking. It was in Silver Acres, but it wasn't my street.
All the old people that die off, and they
you could have threw a rock back there though.
They look grandkids.
Nigga, what kind of arm I gotta have to throw a rock from my street?
What's Napoleon Dynamite uncle name? One like that.
Rico, Uncle Rico.
Uncle Rico on.
Shit, it's about 5 streets down from my shit. But it's all in the same or something.
Throw a rock 5 streets. I could.
No, I'm nice though. You're fucking stupid. Crack rock. A heavy one.